For thousands of years, humans held a total monopoly on the ability to reason, learn, and imagine. We built our world on the assumption that we were the only entities on Earth capable of true thought. Our tools, by contrast, were hollow. A hammer doesn't know it's hitting a nail, and these early calculators simply moved electrical patterns through physical circuits we designed. They were sophisticated, but they were mindless. That dynamic began to shift in the 1950s, when scientists first asked a room-sized machine to solve basic arithmetic. The machine answered correctly, marking the first step in a very long journey. Despite their intimidating size, these early computers were still rigid instruments following fixed paths. They could only do exactly what they were told, leaving the illusion of human intellectual superiority perfectly intact. Today, that safety is gone. Modern AI systems are identifying cancer on X-rays before doctors can see it, and guiding cars through midnight rainstorms with more precision than a human driver. These machines are now writing poetry, translating spoken languages in real time, and generating artwork from a prompt. The results are so sophisticated that they create a sudden sense of cognitive dissonance. The output looks like creativity and feels like intuition. This raises a difficult question. Have we actually built a conscious mind inside a machine, or is there a different mechanical trick occurring behind the screen? The great secret of modern technology is that AI has no desires, no goals, and zero comprehension of the world. When the screen turns on, there is nobody home. We achieved this illusion of intelligence by changing how we build software. We stopped writing explicit rules for every scenario and started training machines to find their own way, much like a child learns. If you want to teach a child to recognize a cat, you don't give them a textbook on feline anatomy. You show them pictures, thousands of pictures, and let them spot the patterns. We now use this same visual feedback loop for AI. This matrix shows the process in action. We feed the machine millions of images, rewarding correct identifications and penalizing errors. Over billions of repetitions, it expands into a dense web, discovering its own mathematical patterns without a human defining rules. The AI doesn't actually understand what a cat is. It has simply recognized a mathematical frequency through staggering repetition. Underneath the conversational surface of a chatbot lies its true identity, an ultra-sophisticated prediction engine. When ChatGPT writes a poem, it isn't feeling a burst of inspiration. It looks at this probability tree, calculating which term is most likely to follow the previous one. This same calculation drives strategic thinking. The machine treats a chessboard as a massive dataset, calculating which move offers the highest statistical probability of winning. Whether it's winning at chess or writing a sonnet, the machine is completely blind to the meaning of the task. What feels like deep human thought is actually high-speed mathematical probability, executing at a scale our brains cannot naturally track. When you combine this massive scale with near-perfect prediction, the result is a mechanical instinct. A system fed enough data eventually stops feeling like a formula and begins to react to its environment organically. It navigates a rainstorm not because it knows what rain is, but because it has predicted the safest path millions of times before. This brings us to a difficult point. If the output looks like creativity and functions like understanding, does it matter if the machine is just predicting the next variable? While the machine doesn't know why it makes a specific choice, its impact on the real world is identical to the impact of a thinking mind. The human mind remains unique because it possesses the one thing a prediction engine lacks: consciousness. AI operates as a highly polished mirror of our own collective data rather than a replacement for our awareness. The shift we are seeing today changes what human thinking is actually for. Our value is moving away from the execution of tasks and toward the direction of them. We are becoming the architects of these prediction engines, the ones who define the goals, provide the context, and set the ethical boundaries that the math alone cannot see. The learning machine is no longer a future concept, it's a present reality. The final question isn't what the technology will do, but what we will choose to do with it.